Professional wrestling is in many ways the art of giving. Giving fans a good show, good stories, something to remember. For the competitors in the ring, the business is about giving of body, mind, and soul. The exact amount that the stalwart heavyweight champion of in-your-face wrestling, Drake Evans, gives is predicated on a time-tested system of respect. Challengers to his long-worn crown must prove their mettle. Students at his training center must pay their dues. And always in the back of the veteran's mind is the reality that he must maintain a hidden firmness, for he knows that lurking in every corner of the fight game are those who don't adhere to the same traditions, those who simply take by force whatever it is they desire.
Thoughts on Drake Evans. I gotta be honest with you. The guy's washed up. He's been in this business way too long. 15 years I've heard. Okay, well that's 15 years too long. Senior, you got nothing on me.
Much different than those of his peers motivated by romantic notions of camaraderie, the thoroughbred Cassius Cutcher has largely bullied his way through a decorated 8-year career in the independents. Any accolades from his past earn him next to nothing in a new locker room, but nonetheless he quickly rose through the ranks of in-your-face wrestling via both his wholesale dismantling of some of the company's most royal of figures and his survival in their right to fight contract #1 contender scramble match.
They wanted to bury me at the bottom of the roster. Well, you can't do that to a guy like the Thoroughbred when I'm as accomplished as I am. If you know what a Thoroughbred is, let me tell you. A Thoroughbred is the best at what they do. They're just simply bred better than everybody else. It's going to be me and Drake Evans next month in Duanesburg. And I'm going to take that heavyweight title off of him. I'm going to take that dead weight that's Drake Evans and bury him and put him at the bottom of the in-your-face roster. And I'm going to do exactly as I said I did. I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to end up on the top with my hand raised, the in-your-face heavyweight champion.
For Drake Evans' part, he was made all too aware of the brashness of his new challenger when Cutcher orchestrated a callous mugging of Evans at the conclusion of the latter's most recent title defense. It's an attack the longtime champ is only now starting to really recover from, but also one that he takes in stride, as merely one chess move on a game board between mercenaries.
He decided that he was gonna go ahead and take liberties with me after my hardcore match with Len Oddity and jump me from behind to make a statement, which, I can respect. I've been there, I've done that. He wanted to make a statement. He chose the big dog to make the statement. Might as well take out the veteran. But you know something? It's going to take more than 4 people to take me out. I've been around this business for a long time.
Now, the eviction notice has been posted, but the man who built In-Your-Face Wrestling is not ready to move out. And on November 7th, at In-Your-Face Wrestling Season 9 Proving Grounds, something or someone has to give.
He goes around and jumps people with his little cronies and takes advantage of people, but he's never been faced with a real challenge. Well, Drake Evans is a real challenge, and when all is said and done, Drake Evans will reign supreme.
I've done everything that you can in this business, but the one thing that I have not done, and the reason that In Your Face brought me here, is to be their heavyweight champion. And tonight, I proved exactly why they brought me here. I proved exactly why you don't turn your back on the Thoroughbred. And Drake, I did exactly what I said I would. I made a statement out of you.
As a competitor, I see a very talented young man who's just cutting his teeth in the wrestling industry. The problem with somebody like Cassius, though, is he doesn't know and understand what respect is. Well, coming up very soon, I'm going to teach him exactly what respect is. When I pin him 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring,
I don't really pay attention to Drake Evans. All I know is that I made a statement against you tonight. I took your title, and very soon I will be the in-your-face heavyweight champion. That's what I have to say about that.
The outcome of the match, Cassius Cutcher, pain, defeat, and Drake Evans will be standing still the in-your-face wrestling heavyweight champion.
Rivalries in professional wrestling end in many different ways, but usually with both sides continuing on apart from one another in some corner of the sport that they love. However, elsewhere in in-your-face wrestling, one such heated situation has outgrown any chance of an eventual ceasefire. It's been decided that the world of wrestling is simply not big enough for both the mighty Fronz Roddy and the wolf CJ Scott.
Duanesburg Area Community Center, Delanson, New York. In season 9 proving grounds, we will have a street fight. And as an added bonus, whoever loses must leave wrestling. That's how we're going to settle it. Some people will settle. Oh, we'll settle.
That's a death.
There's a lot going on between those guys, and they have a lot to settle, and that's what they're going to do.
This street fight is going to be where it's at. This is the end-all, be-all, done, finesse, gone.
There's a lot on the line. The loser leaves wrestling for good. That's huge.
I recently was in part of breaking up their scuffle, and they want to tear each other's heads off.
Fronz Roddy is as accomplished within in-your-face wrestling as one can be. A former tag team champion, new breed champion, and the company's second ever heavyweight champion. But since his debut, one man has been a constant thorn in his side. Their respective quests in each division causing them to run into one another time and time again.
CJ Scott is without a doubt one of the toughest opponents I've ever had. I will never take that away from him. I will never underestimate his athleticism. He's resilient. He can take a beating, and he can dish out a beating. But I hate his attitude. The man is always into my business. He's always interfering, always keeping this feud going.
Him and I have been at each other's throats since 2008 was the second show for In Your Face Wrestling, I believe, and he decided to stick his nose in my business at that point. And we've just been back and forth for the years. This time, he and I will be facing each other in a retirement match, basically. I'm only 34 years old. I don't want to be done wrestling, but Fronz Roddy has, for the last time, gotten involved in my business, and we're going to do this, and we're going to decide which one of us gets to remain a professional wrestler.
Fronz Roddy and CJ Scott are ready to be the ultimate gamblers in professional wrestling. Each has their respective health. Neither is ready to go. But at Season 9 Proving Grounds, each simply with the hope that their career may reach a higher place if the other were to disappear forever, they put it all on the line.
Street fight, loser leaves wrestling. Everybody should come out to see this match because someone will be finished with wrestling. And let me tell you, I don't plan on retiring anytime soon. Whatever it takes, I'll take whatever he's got. Whatever he's going to dish out, I will take it because I am not ready to leave wrestling. I love wrestling. Wrestling is my life. And I'm not ready for him to take that away from me.
He and I have consistently put on Match of the Year candidates. This will be the best match in Your Face Wrestling in 2015. I can guarantee that.
Everybody, you better expect to see me come out on top. Still wrestling. CJ Scott will be done. Out. You won't have to see his annoying beard anymore. You won't have to hear the Savage Wolves music anymore. I'm sick of that song.
The outcome? I'm going to have to obviously pick myself as the winner, otherwise I clearly wouldn't even show up. But it's going to be a night that no one will ever forget.